Okay then traders, this video is more or less an add-on. As I've mentioned before, more videos are always going to be added on into these members zone topics. I'm going to be adding subtopics as I go along. You know, it could be just random things, could be more instruments, could be further insight into a certain strategy and so on. So this video, I'm just going to go into the key levels on GBP-JPY, GBP-AUD, silver, okay, silver and oil as well. So I'm not always going to be breaking down every single currency pair on the weekly breakdown videos. I might just pick a few out of, well, we've more or less got 9 now, okay. I'm going to leave the DAX, Dow, all of the indices and so on, and all of that information in the diversification in other markets section, which I will be adding on soon, all right. So yeah, I'm just going to go over the key levels on these pairs because some people like to branch out a little bit, which is fine. So I want to just accommodate for as many traders' needs as possible. So firstly, the last video, the one prior to this in the key level section was the key levels on some of the other majors, where I only gave you guys the first 2 to work from, and I explained you should know what to do by now, obviously duplicate and so on, but I've done all of them on this because I've been playing around with the charts at home. I've had a little bit of time on my hands, and yeah, more or less my charts are now set up. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run through on the higher time frames, starting with GBP JPY. So monthly, okay, on the monthly, mine are a little bit thick. I do have to make these a little bit smaller. However, that's not the concern right now. As you can see, we are finding support at 130. And what I've done with the pound pairs is I've stuck to the 500 pip ranges. So here my first one was 130, then I had 135. So 500 pips apart, guys. Okay, so let me start from the bottom. I've got 125, 130, zoom in there a little bit, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145. Monthlies, bang on. You guys know what to do now. Play with the coordinates and so forth. And then the weeklies are just, 250 pips. So 14250, 13750, 13250, 12750. So pause the video, screenshot this, do whatever you please. Okay, so that's that. Daily, you guys can play around on the daily. I've actually taken these from my 4-hour time frame on GBP JPY at the moment. I've got my daily highs and lows on the 4-hour time frame and my 2-hour time frame there. So as you can see, we had a nice hammer a few days back where we came into the monthly support region. We closed as a hammer, and also as you can see there, the daily low, the prior day's low, had a bit of a punch from that level. Another hammer here, doji there, and it looks like we're going to be going a little bit higher on GBP JPY. I'm not going to go into a full scale breakdown, but these levels will do you guys for some time going forward. Okay, so you can scroll back more or less. It's probably best to do this on the daily chart, so you can just go back through the charts. As you can see here, confluence, got some confluence around here, here, this barrier as well, more or less on a 4-hour time frame, and around here, here, and so on. So go in there, place on your monthlies, your weeklies, make sure everything is set solid. Then you can go and play around with your dailies and your 4 hours at the moment. Okay, so I hope that helps on GBP JPY. Next pair is GBP AUD. This is a very, very fast moving pair, guys. Okay, so what I've done on here once more, I've worked out all of the levels for this pair in particular, and again, they're 500 pips apart. So we can start with, if I can just zoom in for everybody once more, 1.6. Okay, now this one I haven't done the coordinates for, I just realized. Damn. Okay, 1.6, 1.65, and that's a little bit thick, some kind of malfunction going on over here. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So 1.6, 1.6500, 1.7, 1.7500, 1.8. Weeklies, 1.7750, again 250 pips, 1.7250, 1.6750, and then this one I haven't actually labeled. Whoops. 1.6250, right there. I've only just done these like an hour ago. Okay, so that is that there. They're for the monthly and the weekly on this currency pair. Now let me zoom back out, go down to the 4-hour time frame. With this one as well, as you can see, we've reacted and responded quite well to the daily high today. Me personally, I think we're going to probably break this and come a little bit higher now, because we have taken out the lows over here. It's made a new low. So I do believe we could potentially, even with this one, run all the way back to 6.8. But again, I'm not going to do a full spectrum analysis. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. And then you can go ahead and put your daily / 4-hour levels on there. They're mine. So that's that. Again, go back in a video, pause it if needs be, and go from there. Silver. I'll just give you a quick rundown on silver, guys. Now, monthly silver chart is looking kind of similar to gold. Alright, now silver, I don't trade silver very much. Always please check with your broker spread, okay? But recently, what I've done here, more or less, is I've done every $5. So I've got 10, I've got 15, I've got $20, and I've got $25. So they're the key levels. So draw those on the chart. And again, halving those, I have $12.50, $17.50, $22.50 per ounce. Recently we made highs nearly $21 per ounce, and swiftly we've been taken back below that level. So again, silver reacts with all of our strategies, same kind of stuff. As you can see, 1 dig, 2 dig, straight into the 20 zone there. It does react to the daily highs and lows as well. You can go and check this out yourself. Once more, throwing it out there, please, if you guys are just first starting, it's great to maybe have all of these set up on TradingView, don't get me wrong, for future reference. But if you are just starting out, please don't try to look at all of these currency pairs. I'm just doing this for the guys who are, I wouldn't say more advanced, but more or less are looking into alternative pairs, instruments, and want to dig a little bit deeper, okay? Just putting it out there. So they're the levels on silver. And lastly, we have oil. So on oil, we'll start on the weekly time frame with oil. Oil moves like a rocket as well, so be careful on this. And generally, you need high margin to trade oil. So what I've done with oil, I've gone every $10, 40. So you've got 40 over here. Now this is US oil on the TradingView. So we've got $40, $50, $60, $30, I've got 20 on there, no, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. Then I've gone halves again, 35, 45, 55, 65. I've jumped straight in there once more, 4-hour time frame mainly on here. Got my daily levels on there as well. Oil, interesting at the moment, as you can see. And we also have to look at market psychology as well. I'm going to do an in-depth video on this. It's going to be added to one of the last sections. That where all of the highs and lows are, sometimes the reason why the market's so up here, a lot of oil short sellers would have been placing the stops above here. Now think about it, oil's driven through this zone, and this could be taking out stop losses now. We've come into the region of 50, 49.50s, $50 per barrel. We could see a swift sell-off. I think personally that oil, yeah, we could see some kind of recovery, because if you look at this weekly time frame, okay, look at the weekly time frame. Looks like we're going to push straight through 50s. Push straight through 50s, we're going to end up 55. Now that's 500 pips right there. 500 pips. 60, as you can see here. Look at this. Doji spinning tops, indecision. Okay, turn around. We could maybe push up to 60 soon. But before that, just be careful, as we may pull back now. We may pull back, but I'm just throwing that out there. So everything works the same on these 4 instruments. So we have GBP JPY, GBP AUD, we have silver, and then we have oil as well. So I'm going to upload this video now. It's worth maybe setting up your charts just so you have an array. Okay, so you can go in and practice here and there, but as I've already mentioned, please don't start placing trades on these instruments if you don't really know much about them. Silver, oil and gold move pretty damn fast at times, so be extremely careful. Gold as well, I'm not going to put up the chart, but I'm just going to throw it out there. At the time of this video, from some of my most recent analysis in my YouTube video, we broke 1300. Huge down move. We're probably expecting 1250s very soon. You guys can go ahead and check that out on your own charts if you followed my last video on the gold levels. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. That's probably all of the instruments I'm going to cover, and I'm going to drop them into the weekly breakdown. So please be careful and enjoy trading. So catch you back soon.